But for now, there is going to be an important conversation on stage today. And I want to just say a little bit about this person. First of all, he's going to be sharing his keynote. And he's one of the core contributors of one of the biggest and the first lending and borrowing protocols on STONFI. He is going to be sharing with us his take on the DeFi Legos. And his name is Vladislav Kamyshev! Welcome to the stage. And how is your day going?
So it's really good day, so yeah.
Let's go. I'm gonna leave the stage for you. Guys, give him a big round of applause and let's get it started, man. Is it working?
Yeah, great. Okay. Hey everybody. Well, to start with, I will ask you some questions just to learn what kind of audience is here and how deep should I go into details. And it's probably will make this conversation more interactive. Okay? So okay, let's. I will ask you a question, and if this question is about you, just let's make a sound. For example, just slapping your table. Okay? So let's do some rehearsal. Don't pay attention if it's embarrassing. 3, 2, 1. Great. Okay. So, how many people here use lending protocols? Slapping, guys. Okay, great. How many devs that into real DeFi? I mean, develop some real yields, some complex schemes, something like this. Not just some Tepper games or meme coins. not many. Okay. So let's start. Where is the button to? So okay, today I'm gonna talk about DeFi schemes, about composability in DeFi, and about the gap between the DeFi earning schemes and 1 billion Telegram audience. Okay, so DeFi Liga refers to the concept of composability in DeFi ecosystem, where each protocol or a platform is like a Liga block. These blocks can be combined or stacked in various configurations to create new financial services or products. So it works as one group of devs develops a brick that other devs will use for some more complex products that will be also used for some other products. So brick by brick. And all of these bricks can be assembled in a different way to make some unique products that have never been established before. So it was quite abstract, I know. So let's move to some real-world examples. Real-world, I mean, real-world in crypto that is already implemented. So MakerDAO. So it's quite prominent products. What they have in common is they all have a valuation above 1 billion. So in the beginning, MakerDAO was built on top of the token standard smart contract, and it is a stablecoin, as you must know. Then it was implemented Uniswap. So Uniswap basically is a protocol that enables us to swap DAI token of MakerDAO for ETH, for example. So next, on top of these two, it was built, for example, EVAA. EVAA is a lending protocol in Ethereum that enables us to borrow some DAI using ETH as collateral for swapping on Uniswap, for example, or make a leverage with Uniswap. Next, it was introduced Alpaca. Alpaca enables us to stake, to get leverage using EVAA, just to provide the liquidity to Uniswap with leverage. Next, on top of all of this, it was built at Perp.com. Perp.com is perpetual futures protocol that the idea behind it is just to make some kind of Binance futures but on chain. And it's built on top of Uniswap v3. So basically these perpetual smart contracts are tradable as regular tokens. Then it was introduced Lido. It's a liquid staking protocol that enables to stake ETH, to get stake ETH, uses collateral in EVAA to borrow DAI, and so on and so on. Actually, this scheme can be endless. And finally, it was introduced EigenLayer. So there you can stake ETH to use stake ETH in the most optimal ways in many protocols such like this and many others. Do you see the point? Maybe questions? Okay, let's move on. So it was all about Ethereum. In Ethereum, it's kind of different situation because the ocean is red, the competition is high. On Ton, there aren't that many bricks. So, namely, these are BEMO. It's a liquid staking such like Lido, where you can stake your Ton to get staked Ton to use in some other protocols. Next is Storm. It's perpetual futures exchange as Perp.com. EVAA is number one and the only one lending protocol that built my team. And STONFI is a DEX. So, okay. Do you have any ideas what can we build with these bricks? Okay, yeah, I see not that many people into DeFi here. Let's move on. So, as the most simple example I can introduce here is just leverage staking. Leverage staking is so the most simple strategy here is to provide Ton into liquid staking protocols such like BEMO. You will get in return staked Ton that you can use in EVAA as collateral to borrow more Ton. Why to do this? Because you will get in BEMO around 4.5% on your stake, and you will pay around 2% for your borrow in EVAA. Looping this scheme, you can get your stake in BEMO way more than your initial capital. That will result in more profit almost without risks. So about risks, in EVAA there are liquidations. Just bear this in mind. And liquidations happens when the prices of your borrow and collateral are too different. And this makes your borrow under-collateralized and will lead to liquidation. Here is a different case because price of Ton and staked Ton are pegged to each other. So they shouldn't be too different from each other. So let's move on. Okay, so it's quite, this product will be very useful. I forgot a very important thing. So actually you can just be a user of this scheme, or you can build a product for other people and earn some percent on this. So basically, like it has been done on Ethereum. So let's move on. We talked to whales, to different whales. Sometimes they have a problem that they have only one token, for example Ton, or for example USDT, and they want to keep exposure only to this token. They don't want to have some kind of pair of tokens only USDT. So there are different whales, and but currently the best earning option within TON ecosystem. As for me, bearing in mind the ratio of risk and return. So this is supply to STONFI pool TON USDT. There you can earn around 150% APY. Maybe it's changed, but when I checked it was like this. On top of the organic APY that's generated by STONFI. These whales are really willing to use this farming scheme, but they have only one token. With this scheme, you can achieve exposure to these pools having only one token. For doing this, you imagine you have 100% of USDT. You can take 2/3 of this USDT, supply to EVAA collateral, borrow tons, for example. So you'll have an equal amount of tons of USDT and supply a pair of this token to STONFI and start earning these great returns. On top of this, you will be earning with EVA because the rate for supply USDT is way bigger than the rate for borrowing TON. As I remember, it's around 13% for supply USDT and only 2 or 3 for borrowing TON. Okay, let's move on. Or any question? So, okay. This is also something that are usually required by whales. So with lending protocol, you can do some leverage trading, and it's quite easy to open a leverage when you have several thousands of dollars in your pocket. But when you have several millions of dollars in your pocket, opening long and short for TON can be problematic for you. For example, in case of short, you just will be unable to do this because no taxes will provide you this kind of borrow. So these whales, sometimes we already observe this kind of behavior. They open longs or shorts. So here is an example of long. Just to be compliant with the thematic of the event. Okay, so for example, you can supply TON, borrow some USDT. So you supply all your exposure of TON to UF. In this example, borrowing USDT for swapping this USDT on STONFI to get more tons. To resupply this received tons back to EVA as new collateral to borrow more USDT and repeating. But with every cycle, you increase your risks. So just bear in mind that the risk of liquidation will grow, and your potential not the risk of liquidation itself, but your potential losses. Okay, let's move next. Okay. So here is another example. How can you earn around 100%, but 100% of organic APY without even any reward from TON Foundation? Here you can, for example, supply used. So EVA is looking to introduce soon an LP token pool. So this will be a pool where users will be able to use STONFI LP tokens or Storm Trade LP tokens as collaterals to borrow some, for example, USDT or TON, whatever. So in this example, you can provide some stablecoin to Storm Trade. You'll get an LP token in return, provide this LP token as collateral to EVA, and borrow some tons. So here you'll start earning around 60% APY. Here you'll spend around, I think, 3% on borrow, and then your supplies is to BEMO to earn more and then you will use it back to EVAA for making some other complex scheme. So actually, the schemes can be endless. The idea behind it is just reusing your LP tokens that are just representation of your share in the pool. So yeah, I bet it was rather complex for you. Actually, all of these schemes isn't something that's really suitable for 1 billion retail audience of Telegram. So, imagine something different. Imagine that in the channel of your favorite blogger, that's just tell you about some crypto earning, crypto schemes, some new token and so on. There will be some short description of some earning scheme, some risk disclosure, some the description of potential returns, and then just a big button, execute it. So due to seamless integration of EVAA protocol, TonSpace, Telegram, STONFI, and many other things, this can be executed just in one tap. And this will be the shortest way to the user's demand. And just to make it viral, this can have some referral fees for these kind of influencers. So when we provide this as a kind of posts that are in channels for the people that people used to read, this will be more viral and more efficient. So for making this possible, we built an SDK. The SDK enables you to build one of these schemes actually during a day or two, maybe 3. So it can be done in the hackathon mode. So SDK is a software development kit. So it's kind of software that simplifies your implementation and things around EVAA. So actually we are looking for teams who can help us to build such a simplified products for the retail audience. These one-button solutions. Yeah. So actually, that was all about this. By the way, we are hiring. We are hiring for Node.js developer and fancy developers. But we are hiring only people that are proficient in developing on Ton. So you can use my contacts. We open only for senior devs, by the way. Just thank you.
Hey, thank you for an incredible speech. It's been absolutely amazing. And to be honest, I've been using EVAA protocol for quite a while. I'm one of the DJs in the space, so call me that, right? I mean, you know, for people that think it's complicated, it's only at the first glance when you actually introducing yourself to the new technology, in my opinion. Because what you've been able to achieve at this point is absolutely seamless experience for people that actually implementing and borrowing, which is important for any ecosystem to have. So shout out to you, and guys, can we give a big round of applause for this gentleman? This is absolutely amazing. And then speaking of the referral program that you just mentioned with influencers, I think this is very interesting. And I wanted to ask you, like, would you made it based on the invites and then they would collect the percentage fees, let's say, from the certain amount that being used on the platform? Is that right? Is that the idea?
So, the final goal for us us is just to make some kind of pre-assembled schemes, and you can just place it in your channel and earn some percent from earnings of your community that you use this link.
This is actually incredible. I think there's a lot of leverage in the community sharing that around, that actually it exists in the first place, and educating their audience about it. This is a great idea, so I'm going to be paying attention on how's that going to be executed. It's very cool, man. It's a big pleasure. Once again, guys, make sure to give EVAA Protocol and one of the core contributors of this incredible mini app a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today. And we're going to continue with the program shortly. Let's make a brief 5-minute break, and I'm going to be back on stage introducing our next speaker as soon as I can. See you in 2 minutes.